Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play The Witcher 3. Yes indeed. This is my second session of the day. I played my first session this morning and I have returned this evening to play a second session. I can't get enough of the game at the moment. Completely and utterly loving Skellige. Anyhow, we are currently en route to a spot of mischief with Yennefer. Yes, she's leading us astray. We've barely been in her presence for all of 5 minutes. We are going to the Archdruid's workshop to recover some artifact. Without his knowledge, or say so, this surely is not going to go well. Mainly because I'm a pessimist, but also because I have a feeling in my waters. But anyway, let's get a bit of a move on if we can. The quicker we do this, the quicker we can be out.
Footsteps. Shh! Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
You serious?
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
They sing.
All right, nightingales croon.
Croon, apparently. Like Frank Sinatra, an old crooner. Nothing wrong with a bit of crooning. Okay, let's move.
That was close.
What are you... She's getting some pleasure out of it, isn't she? The thrill of almost being caught.
This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Well, you've been leading the way thus far. Continue. Ah, this window here, you mean? Ah. It's handy when
Seen
windows do
uglier sights
that.
in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic.
Oh, wow. How am I supposed to do that, love? Oh, there's a ledge there, thankfully. Oh, look at this, man. We have been treated to some sights in in this location, aren't we? Reminds me of the dream that I had right at the start of the game when we stepped out on the balcony at Caer Morn. Yeah, it's very similar. Love a good view. Not sure if that's news to you or not, but I'm partial to a good view every now and then. Come, I shall lead the way this time, and get us caught, probably. Now, that's the other side of the door.
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover.
Look at all these animals. For some reason, my control pad is vibrating constantly. What is happening? Something's about to go down here. Ah, Witcher senses. It's wanting me to use my Witcher senses. Right, I have to explore the room using Witcher senses. Well, do we go to every animal in turn here? It's a bear. It's some deer. Oh, I can examine them?
Looks alive.
Do I have to be really close? There we go.
100 loose an arrow if you saw that in the woods.
Okay, just gotta be closer.
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
I think, is that it? Nothing really jumping out at me at the moment. Oh, there's a door over here though. There's also a... It's like a collection bowl here.
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
Ah. Nice. So it is this door that we need to look at. Locked, probably.
Ah!
Are you alright?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out.
Guardians.
Monsters. Can feel them. Coming closer.
What the hell?
They're everywhere.
Ah! They're too high a level! They're too high a level! They're too high a level! What the hell's happening? Time for blooming niceties is long past. I mean, would we have time to change into our best clothes for this fight in the middle of a battle? Probably not. Not quite RP friendly, is it? But you know what? I don't care. Oh, they're actually... Damn it! They're not very powerful though, are they?
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here. How long is it gonna take me?
What's going on here? They're all coming alive in spits and spats.
That's one less.
Yes, but there's still one more. Where is she?
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open.
Are the beasts still...
Let's go inside, Geralt.
Oh, look what I've done to the beast! I've hacked their heads off! Chopped them down! Oh, we've ruined his... We've ruined his room! He's gonna be so mad. Look at that one over there! Arms up in the air. Don't hurt me, please! I'm just a stuffed bear!
I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
I think seeing all those stuffed
Dear
animals...
Druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Ouroboros must be here.
might raise suspicions.
Wondrous world of insectoids. Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlove. A biography enhanced.
Mead.
Dwarven triple mead.
Ooh, somebody's going to enjoy that. The Corpse of Novigrad.
Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi. Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist. A sword in a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Yeah, you silly fool. Geralt has been made to look stupid on more than one occasion tonight. What's this thing?
A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
There's a secret door here, Ciri. Excuse me, Yennefer. I'm trying to loot this damn thing on the floor, though. Not going very well. The White Frost. I think we've read that anyway. Nice statue. Map. Very good. Something flashing here. A skull.
A child's skull.
Child's skull. Freaky.
Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Why, Ermion, sir, such a big wand you have. Cone.
Pine cone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Okay, that's everything here that we can... Oh, no, it's not. Not very efficient, am I? What's this? Tales of the Wild Hunt.
Skellige's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
And this? Ermion's correspondence.
Letter bearing Ermion's seal to the druids. Warns them about you. That brazen manipulator.
The shameless schemer.
Map.
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
And the statue.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand.
Pinecone, I think. He's a druid after all.
What do you say we give it a pine cone? Nothing.
Oh. Maybe it's a theatrical piece. A skull?
So, statue, how about a skull? Guess you're no indecisive prince.
Can't be a mug of mead.
How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes.
I heard something.
Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Mug of
Ermion
mead.
enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I've a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
I'm hearing a golem or a gargoyle, God forbid. Let me just check these pieces of correspondence that we've picked up first. Right, what do we have? We have Ermion's correspondence, and that's probably the only one worth reading. Brother Druids, be forewarned that a sorceress has arrived on Ard Skellige. Her name is Yennefer, and she hails from Fingerberg. I know you are immune to feminine wiles, and will not let a well-draped skirt muddle your reasoning. Nevertheless, I warn you not to be taken in by her intelligence and refinement. I know who Yennefer is. I do not, however, know the true goal of her stay in Skellige. I see no point in asking her this question directly, for Yennefer is known for her cunning and eloquence. She says not what she thinks, but what she wishes you to hear. You must remember this is no second-rate sorceress. This is a person who breaks bread with the rulers of the north, and who most recently has been working with the Nilfgaardian Emperor himself. Familiar with courts the world over, she possesses an ability to manipulate that even the wiliest diplomat would envy. Yennefer has displayed an unhealthy interest in the site of the cataclysm we are striving to study. I have not given her permission to go near it, but I caution you to keep your eyes and ears open all the same. The sorceress from Vengerberg is a stubborn and effective manipulator. I know that in the past her and Crack's paths crossed. I suspect that she will wish to use this old friendship for some ulterior purpose. What that is exactly, I will try to determine. Oh, once I do, I will inform you in a separate letter. May the power be with you, brothers. Okay, a bit suspicious of our Yen, are they? Rightly so. Rightly so.
Geralt, come here. I found the mask.
Wait. I heard a gargoyle or a guardian.
This is it.
Okay.
We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before...
Oh no, what is it? Earth Elemental. Damn it. Right, this calls for some potions. This calls for Elementa. Elementa oil, where art thou? Enhanced version, please. Thank you. Right, we have potions. Thunderbolt might be nice.
Wonderful.
Whoa, that was foolish. Ah!
Geralt, hear that?
Smelled it. Gas.
Gas?
Still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Gas. Get out of here. Disperse it with ard. Disperse it with ard. I'm going to die. I'm going to choke.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind.
I'm going to choke and die.
Hold on tight.
Oh, that's going to cause a scene. Oh, nobody but batted an eyelid. They're all too drunk, probably.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you, and we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forward.
Who was he? And who's he? And who's he?
My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will.
She gets my vote. I got a good feeling
The
about
best
her.
man or woman win.
Well, how does it? Who chooses?
What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now.
Well, I wanted to see who was going to be picked. Maybe it's a lengthy process.
How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood?
A nightmare.
I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Well, we do. Oh.
Need your help. Ciri probably came here to Skellige.
And very likely caused the cataclysm along the coast. The site upon which the druids focus so intensely now.
A site Ermion refuses to let us explore.
Specifically, he won't let me explore it. We fought. We're not friendly now.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Art Skellige's my isle. You have my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Anvol, tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot.
I like this guy.
I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Yeah, this interests me. He didn't put his name forward, did he?
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye, dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ard Skellige.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Unvik, then travel on foot to Oska, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
And don't we have to get some master armourer's tools from Undvig? Toolburs, one stone and all that? Handy.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Of course we'll help.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Skellige. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krog. I will see you later.
Okay, off to work, and I level up. It's been a while. Okay, let me just stand here for a brief moment whilst we are being pelted with rain and battered by strong winds, and take a moment to think about what the hell we're going to do next, because that quest log of ours is beginning to get a little bit full again. Right, first of all, Ogroid, Ice Giant. This is what we might be confronted with on Undvig. Fled one time in my life from the Ice Giant, and know what? I'm not a bit ashamed. Clan Oarsman. This powerful primeval monster is quite possibly the last of its race. The Ice Giant resembles a man in many respects, but is blue as frost and taller than a tree. Though it seems capable of reason, all attempts to communicate with it to date have ended in the same way. A quick and painful death. It's an Ogroid. What's it weak to? Ogroid oil, and that's it. Quen required to protect you from its massive hands, feet, and God knows what else it's going to attack you with. Characters, right, we have some more characters on our list that have been mentioned. We have Arnvald. After Guthlaf, trusted seneschal to the Ancrate Jarls, passed away, a portion of his duties were after Gustaf passed away, a portion of his duties were taken over by the Jarl's cupbearer, Arnvald. This elderly Skellige did not possess the far-reaching authority of his predecessor, but still had managed to make himself irreplaceable in his few years in the position. His purview included not only stocking the larders and cellars of Geralt, but also seeing to the needs of the keep's inhabitants, as well as the guests that visited it during feasts and other important ceremonies. Blue Boy Lugos, Madman Lugos, his sole child and heir, was a dour, strapping lad who was nothing like his father. His nickname dated from his childhood, when bruises often covered his body, supposedly from the rough and rowdy plays Skellige boys engage in. Yet others suspected they came from his father's belt, rod or fists. For rumour had it, Lugos Sr. did not wish to spoil his only child, and thus punished him harshly for any minor cock-up or grander failure. Blue Boy Lugos. And here is Ceres, Crack's daughter. While in Skellige, Geralt finally had the chance to meet Cerys and Crate, the younger of Crack's 2 children. Known as Sparrowhawk to her friends, she was as fierce and swift as this name would indicate. Cerys was an islander through and through, and the spitting image of her father, having inherited all his courage, resolve and stubbornness. Dauntlessly she sought to prove at every turn that there was no task she could not fulfill as well as, or better than, any man in the islands, including her older brother Hjalmar, who no doubt we'll read about in a minute. Though Cerys' decision to stake a claim to Skellige's throne came as a shock to everyone else, she had thought it over quite thoroughly beforehand. Striving as always to outdo her brother, she intended to perform a great deed that would earn her widespread recognition and respect. This is why she had sailed to, how did he pronounce it? Spikarog? To free Jarl Udelric from the strange affliction that seemed to curse him. Okay, so I got a feeling at the end of all of this we're going to have to pick between either her or her brother to take the throne, as one of them probably will. And I think we're going to have a say on who will be the victor. Donar and Hindar. Oh, we saw him. He was having that argument with the other guy. Might have been him. No, that's Halion. It might have been him. So many Jarls and Bjarls and my goodness me, I can't keep track of them all. Okay, so this is Donar. Few Jarls of Skellige were as honoured and obeyed as Donar and Hindar, the eldest of their number. Despite his advanced age, he remained the active leader of his clan and its representative at all official gatherings. The only person able to break his composure was Madman Lugos. Oh, it was Madman Lugos then who we had a fight with, I think. Who obviously insulted Yennefer in the last session. Didn't go down too well, did it? Anyway, Donar's home was like Freya's temple on Hindarsfjall. As befits a neighbour to the gods, Donar was famed for his wise, considered opinions and his piety. This last did not, however, extend to the gods of the continent, whose rich sanctuaries he had often raided in his youth. Right, so this is Hjalbjorn. Nephew of Holger Blackhand, the Jarl of Faroe, and one of the claimants to Skellige's crown. Okay. Despite his young age, he had already managed to achieve some renown both during overseas raids and while fighting the monsters dwelling in the dangerous regions of the Archipelago. His deeds had earned him enough fame, name recognition, and treasure that he stood a good chance of being elected king. Crack's other child, Hjalmar. Alright. Ortig, Jarl Donna's grandson and heir, youngest of the claimants to Skellige's throne. And that's it. So a few big players. A few big players in Skellige here. Whew. Too many to pick from. Too many to remember. But we'll do our best.